Hey there, this is Erica from Highland Hickory Designs, and today I want to show you this stitch combination that creates this beautiful lacy open weave style design that would be perfect for blankets or scarves, rectangular wraps, pretty much anything that you'd like to crochet. It's a 2-row repeat, very simple. And in the description box below I will have the entire written pattern if you'd like to see that, if you prefer looking at written patterns. To make this into anything you want, you just need to start with a multiple of 10 chains plus 2. And this is what the front looks like. This is the back. And this is if you turn it on its side. And in today's tutorial I love this yarn, and it's from Hobby Lobby, and it's in Dark Country Blue. Now for this pattern, it says to use an I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, but I found that if I bumped my hook up to a J 5.75, it actually laid more flat. Whenever I used the eye, it was a bit scrunched up. It didn't look right. So you might want to do a test swatch just to see if you need to bump your hook up one size. And a list of all the supplies I use will be in the description box below as well. So let's get started. Alright, like I said in the beginning, you need a chain of 10 plus 2, a multiple of 10 plus 2. So for this example, we're just going to start out with a small swatch. We're going to work 20 chains plus 2 for 22. Alright, and if at any time I'm going too fast or too slow for you, instructions on how to speed up or slow down a video are in the description box below. For row 1, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet, skip 4 chains, and in the 5th chain we're going to work a cluster stitch, chain 4, cluster stitch, chain 4, cluster stitch, all in the same chain. So for your cluster stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook back into the stitch, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook back into the chain, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. Now you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, draw through all 4 loops. So that's 1 cluster stitch made. We'll do a few more. Chain 4, 3, 4. Now we're still not done, so we're going to do another cluster stitch in the same chain. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull back through, yarn over, draw through 2 loops. Then we'll do that 2 more times. Yarn over and draw through all 4 loops. We're halfway through our half of a wheel. Chain 4. And we're going to work 1 more cluster stitch in the same chain space. All 4 loops. There you go. All in the same chain. I know it's a lot. So now we are going to skip 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this next chain, a single crochet. There's that first section. And now we're going to repeat this whole section. That's our repeat to the end. So skip 4 chains. In the next chain is where we're going to work our cluster, chain 4, cluster, chain 4, cluster. Two. One cluster. Chain 4. Another cluster. Chain 4. And one more. And for the last part, skip 4 chains, and in the last stitch, single crochet. This is row 1. Row 2 is much easier. So for row 2, we're going to chain 3, and that's going to count as a double crochet. So we're going to work a double crochet in this first stitch. So it'll be 2 double crochets on either end. Chain 3. You're going to skip this chain 4 space and work a single crochet in the top of this center cluster of your wheel, the center cluster. Chain 3, and in between each half wheel, you're going to work a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all in the same stitch. So you'll be skipping the chain 4 space, the cluster stitch, and working those stitches into this single crochet from the previous row. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, all in the same stitch. And we repeat that across. Chain 3, skip the chain 4 space, single crochet in the top of the cluster in the center, chain 3, and as we would carry on, we'd keep doing the V stitch here, the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, but since we're at the end, we're going to work just 2 double crochets in this very last stitch. We're going to skip the chain 4, skip the cluster, and work 2 double crochets. That's row 2. This is the back. This is the front. For row 3, chain 1, turn your work. You're going to single crochet in this first stitch. You're going to skip this next stitch, skip the chain 3 space, and work another cluster, chain 4, cluster, chain 4, cluster in this top single crochet. So all these half wheels will be stacked on top of each other. They're not staggered this time. So cluster stitch, chain 4, cluster stitch, all in the same stitch. Chain 4, one more cluster stitch, we go. There's our half wheel. Now you're going to skip the chain 3 space, skip this double crochet, and you're going to single crochet in the chain 2 of the V-stitch right here. You're starting to get that really nice lacy pattern. So now we'll repeat that. You're going to skip this stitch, skip the chain 3 space, and we're going to work a cluster, chain 4, cluster, chain 4, cluster in this single crochet above the half wheel. Skip the chain 3 space, skip the first stitch, and then work a single crochet in this chain 3 turning chain from the previous row. That is row 3. For row 4, chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Another double crochet in this first stitch, chain 3, skip the chain 4 space, single crochet in the top of the cluster, the center cluster, chain 3, and in between the 2 half wheels we're going to double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 3, skip the chain 4 space, single crochet in the cluster, chain 3, skip the chain 4 space, and in this final stitch 2 double crochets. And that is it. Those are the 2 rows that you're going to repeat. The row with the half wheel, and then the row with the V stitches in between. Your final row should be a row 2 repeat so that you get the flat edge, unless you want the scallops at the end. That's completely up to you. And there you have it. It's a lovely lacy pattern. Would pretty much look good in any yarn. I hope you enjoyed this stitch tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.